Hello everybody! Welcome back once again to the Suikoden 2 walkthrough. Alright, so it looks like we are in... Ooh, is this Cobalt Village? Yes. Okay, yeah, so, in the last video there we recruited Tengar and Hicks, which, again, man, just takes so long. They are, yeah, they're a lot of work. But, anyways, alright, so, back in the area around here now. Again, I vaguely remember these armadillo things having something decent, at least drop-wise. I just don't remember what it was. And to be completely honest, I never actually sat and farmed them to find out what that was. So I assume that means that it wasn't you know, something that it was real game breaking. So, anyways, seems we are still having some inventory management issues here, which pretty much is the case for the rest of the game, almost the entire rest of the game. Everybody needs quality runes. Oh, here I just stopped in. Basically, every time I come through Two Rivers, I stop in at this rune shop. And look for the rare finds. Every once in a while, it'll have either the warrior rune or the wizard rune. Sometimes both. I've seen both. Got kind of lucky a couple times. To be completely honest, though, I didn't really utilize either of those two runes, which I probably could have, but I just didn't. All right, so Bob still doesn't want to join us. Come on, buddy. It'll be cool. It'll be fun. We'll take you on adventures where you can wolf out. Yeah, Bob's not going to join us for quite a while yet. Where are we headed to next? I'm guessing... Gosh, what is this? Is it Forest Village? Probably Forest Village. Yeah, looks like we're headed that direction. I'm not sure if we can actually recruit anybody here yet, though. Oh, Wakava. Oh, maybe. What about me? So the requirement for recruiting Wakaba here is, what is it? Is it level 30? I think you have to be level 30. Your main character, anyway. And, again, I guess you have to be a certain, or to a certain point in the game, too, because I vaguely remember coming here a while ago and not being able to get her, so... okay. I'm pretty anal about my party formation. 'Cause why wouldn't I be? Oh, Tony. Yeah, I think we can get Tony now, too. And I believe he's in this house, yeah. Should be over here. Once you get Tony, if you speak with the... what's the name of that guy? The village chieftain? Or whatever. He's up there, and he's in this house, too. I think he gives you a seed. Is it I don't know, it's either a seed or a recipe, something like that. He gives you something, I don't remember. What do you want from me? Hopefully I just, I grab it right now, but I don't know if that's the case. I may have come back here later. Mr. Village Elder, sir. Really? That's... You guys couldn't think of a name for this guy? Guess it's asking for a little bit too much. I wasn't ignoring my duties. Well, I mean... What are your duties? Okay, there we are. Tony joined the group. Excellent. Okay, so let's see if... Nope, yep, just looking like I'm leaving right away. Again, I do know that the village elder has something there for you. I could have swore it was a seed, but I didn't take it. My bad. What else do we have around here? Okay, I guess that's it. That's it for Forest Village. These enemies here, again, these guys don't stand out to me, so I don't think that they've got anything useful. Wakaba has some crazy kicks going on there. Kind of cool. I don't know. It's got one of a more interesting attack animation than a lot of people. I mean, maybe. Again, with so many recruitable characters, you know, oftentimes they've just got bland animations, but she's got one of the more interesting ones. Kind of reminds me of like one of the Street Fighter games. I don't know. Okay. Can't get in here yet. I know I wanted to try to get a hold of Badeau. I think that's that guy's name. But it looks like we're still not able to do that quite yet. And that's because obviously we can't get into the path to Matilda there. These ragged ones have, I believe, a recipe as well as a... it's called the chick. Now, it's actually really annoying because the chick that they have is not one of the chicks that you need for your farm. The chick that they have is actually a bath item. And again, I don't really know why they didn't just name it something else. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. But again, it's actually a bath item, so it's a lot like the boulder set where you have to equip it. And then once your character gets actually into the bath, then, you know, that item, you can kind of see it. I don't know. Another one of those really just dumb items in the game. But again, they do have a recipe as well. And the important thing with those ragged ones is that after a certain amount of time passes, they disappear. So again, you know, sort of a limited time only item, you know, which is unfortunately sort of common with this game. So if you want to get a hold of that, they will be available for a while. I don't know how much longer, but yeah, I do think I've got some footage of me obtaining actually both of those items. So I guess it's kind of one of those deals though where if you keep trying to put it off, you know, you're probably going to end up running into trouble and not getting it. So it's probably right now isn't such a bad time to farm for it if you want them, especially that recipe. The chick is pretty pointless. Again, if you want one of every item, you know, go ahead and farm one up. But anyways, all right. So this is Meg and Gadget. These are two characters that I don't ever use. Ever. But, excuse me. I feel like those two might have a unite attack, but I'm not 100% sure on that. Kind of resemble Uncle Juppo. Okay, don't know if that's a compliment or not. I want to say Juppo might have been in the first Suikoden game. I'm not 100% sure, though. But, alright. So, unfortunately, we still can't get through this checkpoint either. And, you know, the crummy thing about that is if we were able to get through this checkpoint, we'd be able to get back into, you know, the Matilda area, which could do some nice leveling there, because we've got now a lot of characters that could kind of benefit from that, but alas, it wasn't to be. So, we'll have to, I guess, keep on keeping on. And, excuse me, jeez. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't kind of know what we're gonna quite do next here, but looks like I've got a ton of cuts in this particular video, so I must have farmed up at least a few things. Or oh, this one might be the video where I recruited all the squirrels. Ugh, which pain in the butt. Pain in the butt those guys were. Okay. Back to Two Rivers here, and then I've got a cut here in my video, so I'm kind of curious what's up with that. Ah, yeah. Apparently it was time to save. Alright, so it looks like I've got a cut here. Obviously, we've now jumped into the castle. So what's the plan here? Okay, huh. Yeah, not really sure where I'm going. Oh, I may have been looking for the kitchen. That's my guess. And I think it's down. Nope, not this way. Oh, we'll see. I'm not sure if that was what I was actually trying to do here or not. Oh, there's the armor shop. I don't think I've stopped in there quite yet. Not that I really need to, though, either. We're pretty good on gear at the moment. Again, though, the cool thing about the item shops, actually, I should say the shops that you just get in your castle. So, like, there's the item shop that Alex runs, and then there's the armor shop that, oh, was it Hans? Yeah, Hans runs. Is they have all of the equipment from all of the shops that you've visited. So, like, if you visited both the item shops in, say, Couscous as well as South Window, and let's just say again that those were the only two item shops that you had visited, well, Alex will have all of the items that are buyable in both places. So, again, pretty cool stuff. Alright, so this is Tai-Ho, and this is the cook. Now, I've mentioned this a couple of times, but what you want to do with him is actually not give him really any of your recipes well, I shouldn't say that. You can, I think the way the bug works is as long as the item, or as long as the recipe isn't a droppable item, you're probably just completely safe. But any item or any recipe that's droppable from monsters, you do not want to give him until basically you've collected all of them. And then once you've collected all of the droppable recipes, then you can give those recipes to Tai-Ho. And to give him recipes, basically all you have to do is interact with him with those recipes in your character's in your inventory. So anything that's stored in the warehouse is fine and won't go to him. But like here, I just obviously talk to him, and basically any recipe that's in my current inventory would just automatically go to him right now. Throughout the game, there's going to be times where he gets into these kind of like Iron Chef cook-off type things, and at that point, that'll take the if you've got any recipes in your inventory and you talk to Taiho at that point, they'll go to him too. So you have to just be really careful. And those happen periodically throughout the game. Okay, so yeah, so that's pretty much Taiho. That's the important things you need to know about him. One more thing is he's actually fantastic in battle. He's another one of those blank slates where he eventually gets 3 rune slots, and then he has an open weapon slot as well. So he's another one of those. I tried to use him in combat, and the only problem with him is he's a total goofball. He just looks he looks so goofy. Anyways, it's just the way he stands. He does this weird. It looks like he's kind of dancing. I don't know, it's ridiculous, but anyways, all right. So now that we've got Tony as well, I did want to point out one thing. Oh, there's a Mangosh. Nice. You want to hand him, when you hand him seeds, you want to hand him seeds one at a time. So I should say one type at a time. So if you've got, let's just say, 2 cabbage seeds, only hand him one at a time. You know, put the other one in your warehouse, and then hand him one at a time. So that Mangosh was from the shadow enemy in the sewers. Oh, I just noticed. So there was a I ended up getting a recipe 21 there in the sewers. That's from the land shark enemies. I've actually brought them up a couple of times, but here's the turtle plans too. I think that's from the ragged one. Yeah, I think earlier I had mentioned that they had a recipe, but it's not a recipe. It's those turtle plans. So basically, if you run from 2 rivers up towards Green Hill, you get Maku Maku in your party. I believe the requirement is you have to have Muku Muku, though. So if you never got Muku Muku at the beginning of the game, well, you're screwed. Actually, I shouldn't say that. You can get him later, too, but I just grabbed him right away. But there's, again, that's Maku Maku. He's the path from 2 rivers up to Green Hill. Now, I've looked at a couple of different things about kind of how to get these squirrels. So anyways, I kind of read that there was a theory there where, you know, they just walk a path, like an invisible path or something from city to city. And what you want to do is you want to run between the cities as fast as you can. Now, I don't know if that actually is the case or not. I tried it and I couldn't really get it to work for me, so there's that. Now the next squirrel, and keep in mind you have to capture these in a specific order. The next squirrel here, you want to go from Green Hill to Forest Village. And the other thing with these squirrels is, again, one of the theories is to just run around with just the hero. I can't. I haven't tested this stuff all that well, but I don't know. Again, there's just a lot of theories out there. But anyways, one of the theories is that you have a better chance of capturing these guys if the hero is alone. Now, I will say you have to have at least 1 open slot. That is true. I can definitely confirm that. You'll never get these guys to join you if you're rolling around with a full party of 6. But again, beyond that, I can't speak to whether those theories are actually accurate. All right, so we should have a cut here of the next squirrel joining us, and okay, or not. Oh, this is the chick. That's from the ragged ones. You notice there, that poor squirrel is dead. Well, I'm sorry, buddy. This is just so random. I picked up a warrior rune apparently in Two Rivers at the rune shop here. And we're going to equip that on Mako because I actually didn't plan on using that on anybody else, and I just didn't want it taking up another spot in my inventory. So that's why that's going on him, if that seems weird. Alright, so now this is me testing out the running as fast as you can between places, and there I just happened to get Miku. So there she is. And I do say she because that's a girl squirrel. That sounds really goofy. But it is, that's a female. Fun fact, when you go to recruit, what is his name? Siegfried? You can actually take, so basically the requirements for recruiting him is you have to recruit Bedeau first. Because he's got these, what are the listening crystals or something like that they're called. And that's how you recruit the monsters in this game. You can only recruit 2 of them of a total of, what is there? It's like a total of 4. Technically 5, but the 5th one requires a specific 2 monsters. Anyways, long story short, with Siegfried, he requires a pure maiden to be in your party. And Miku, was it Miku? Anyways. That squirrel is one of the pure maidens, so kind of funny. Anyways, alright, so the next squirrel is going to be obtained by running between Greenhill and the Muse Matilda border. Sorry, the Greenhill Matilda border. That's the next one that I'm going to try to grab here. And again, I don't know, I'm running around with Stallion, and the other thing, I think what I ended up doing here was, whenever I captured one of these squirrels, I would just dump it off in my castle, because I actually don't think I ever got another squirrel while one of the squirrels were in my party. Again, I can't say that that's an actual thing. I actually really don't think that it is. I don't think that having one of the squirrels bars you. I should say, I don't think having one of the squirrels in your current party bars you from obtaining another one. So, again, it just didn't happen for me. I just happened to always run back to my castle and get rid of, whatever squirrel I had with me. I guess I was. I had that, that back in the back of my mind. I was thinking, okay, well, maybe that is true that, the less characters you have in your party, the more likely it is, that one of these guys will join you. But again, I really don't know that that's really the case. I highly doubt that. But again, who knows? I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I think. I'm pretty sure. Chances are good that I've been wrong before. But, alright, so I'm going to keep, I don't know, I feel like maybe I should chop out some of this footage, because this is just going to be me running between these two areas constantly. The other thing that you can do is, if you notice that you've been running around a bunch and haven't got one of the squirrels, I would actually recommend jumping into one of the towns and then coming back out and kind of trying again. I don't know if that, resets something. But again, if the theory is that, these squirrels walk a certain path, and I hate to put any kind of support behind these theories, because they're tough to actually try out. And in my experience, the theories just really didn't pan out. So the only thing I can really confirm again is that you want to have at least one open spot in your party. That's really all I can say. I guess. Oh, I shouldn't say that. And also, I guess, be running in the right area. I don't cruising around in a south window or whatever. You're not going to pick up any of the squirrels over there. So, I guess technically, yeah, there's There's 2 pieces of information I can give you there. So there's that. Okay, we're getting to the end of this footage here. Boy, actually, now that I think about it, we're almost done with the squirrels. There's only 2 left. So it's this one here, and then there's one, there's like a clearing south of Forest Village, I think. So, excuse me. Ugh, owie. It hurts. It hurts when I cough. I'm still sick. Still sick. Day 5 or 6? I don't even know. Day too many. Anyhow, okay, we're almost to the end of this little bit of footage, so stay tuned. The next squirrel should be obtained here momentarily. Still don't have him. Still not in my party. There he is. Okay. So that's where I was at, right there on the map, apparently, when I grabbed him. Oh, and then I missed his name, but anyways, it's the one with the green cape. And then we're gonna head to the last spot here. And of all of them, I think this next one, or I should say the last one, was the easiest for me to get. I just basically ran right over here, and I think I got him almost right away. Excuse me. I'm sure I'm just killing people's ears right now. So the idea was to head to the whatchamacallit and do the Hujimwatsit. Was to run here into Forest Village and then come back out. Yeah. And then we're gonna head down to the clearing down here. What is this guy's name? Oh, I missed his name again. Because I'm the worst. Okay, so basically right in here. So I just kind of ran around down in here, and it didn't take me long. Hopefully it's in this little bit of footage here. Running. Yeah. Doing the thing. Okay, and if this is the case, it's going to make me look like a liar, because I thought I dumped off all of my squirrels before I... I don't think I ever caught 2 of them back. Oh, nope, there he's not there. Okay. Anyways, we'll see. I think I did grab him like right here. So, anyways, this has been fun. I'm sure, right? It's been a great time capturing these annoying squirrels. I absolutely hated it. It was one of the most annoying things in this game. There he is. So I did capture two squirrels back to back there. So. As always, hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.